Okay guys, how are you doing? It's been quite a few weeks indeed, probably months since I've actually done an art video and recorded any art creation or any art process videos. In this video I'm just going to do a few sketches of explaining how I'm working some faces designs. Okay, so I'll explain as I go along, starting with a mask like this. I'll do a few in a few different angles and stuff like that. Right. We'll have a few different ones. Please excuse me if I don't talk the whole time, because we've got a few things going there, a few which are more or less the same anyway. Have one on this side, so you can see how I've kind of done that. So I'll start with this mask sort of shape. Okay, I like to mark off where the center is, preferably. But anyway, so let's look at this. Okay, so this is here. Now another thing to note from that is, with that line marking off where the top of the head is. Okay, so and the hair. So I'm just doing a few random lines that just go up beyond the top of the head. This is obviously in the center here. See, and put a few lines. Any lines you can add around here too, just to add more depth per se, that height to the head. Put a few lines if you want like that, and we'll work hair in from here. Yeah, so we've got this point. It goes down to a point. It almost looks like a shield, an old shield type thing. Okay, it's like a mask that would go on the front of the shape for the head, and this is how you work the face in, or how I do. Somewhere here, so what we've got basically essentially is a square and a triangle. Okay, more or less. But the idea is that, it depends how you work this. It's a rectangle or whatever. It's like we'll have lines in here, like a line for the eyes. The top of this shield here, this represents where the hairline is. Okay, but I'll do another line down below where the eyes are, and I'll usually do around 3 lines. Okay, and the nose little line would be here, and then the mouth would be here, and that's where the jaw is. You see where that point starts to become a point here. Okay, so I'll just do a few of these nice and loosely for you again. So I do a line across for the eyes, might do a few, might do a nose there, a mouth, the basic line there for the mouth, and the same on here. On the side angle ones, you can see I've got like a dip in for where the eyes go, like that, and then the nose is about there, the mouth is obviously here, and then this actually goes to the back of the head. And what I'll do is I'd go here and I'll block this up, and I'll put like an ear shape in here. Okay, on the sides of these ones I'll put in an ear as well, usually like about here or something, but I like to work it in later on when I'm doing the hair. So I won't do that for everyone now. We'll just go in and do the basic lines. Okay, so there's that. Also, we're not using the whole shape. Sometimes I'll cut off the end like this for the chin. Okay, so don't get too worried about that. Okay, but we'll leave that there for a reminder. So I'm following the shape of this overall thing. Don't worry if you get really sketchy and you get like more lines, it's okay. A little triangle shape for the bottom of the nose as we're looking up, kind of almost at this chin here. Another face on the side over here. So again, remember we've got these lines here on the nose, the mouth, and also the ear would be about on the side about here roughly. So this would go all the way to the back of the head, and then here. Okay. Noting, don't forget that we're doing these lines up, so if this guy's hair was sticking up here, we have to mark off where the top of the head would be. See, like something like maybe the top of his head's about here, but the hair might go beyond, you see. Okay, anyway, working that as we go along anyway, let's say. This side now, okay, so 1, 2, 3, nose, mouth, most of these looking the same. Then you can basically work in any faces I found, okay. Well, I'm going to show you my way of doing this, okay. So I bring this faint on one of the layers and make another layer on top of that. And I'm just going to show a couple of things, okay. So what I like to do, and usually I'll do this on the same layer that we were just looking at, is I would actually work in some more lines too. So when I'm in here, I might do like some basic shapes, like I'd work out where the bridge of the nose is, kind of thing. And I'd like kind of like triangle it out. I know it looks weird. And I'll just put in some shapes there for where I'm going to fit the eyes in. So these are not the eye sockets, the actual eyes, but it's like, you know, I would have something there as a guide, you see. So here, something like that. You can just go around, like do a shape, you know, or just, you can put 2 circles and it's totally fine. But or even just like a shape like this, like within there, and mark that off. Just any kind of way that you can kind of like mark it in. But I'm not going to do it this time. I'm just going to start to draw the eyes, okay? So going in, I would go into here, we zoom in. And one way I've found of doing faces is like this. I go across for the top of the eye. Okay. And I usually go in and just start to do the shapes there, coming in, and then do the eye here, and then join this part up. So same from this side, same thing, go across, and then back. Okay, and then just do this part and work. You're not going to have all of those lines. I'll just erase some of that there, see? And it gives a shape like that. Let me just redo that again. Okay, so just show you. So here, okay, I'll come in and I'll go across and then go down and then do an eye like that, and then go here and you put a line below it like that, or just across there. You might want to cut that in a bit more cleaner and then just erase that if you want to. It's totally fine. You know, and then same with the other side. I don't have to go in like this. I'm following the natural motion that feels comfortable to me. You know, go back there a little bit, come in like that. You know, and then put this eye that is coming down from the top, from there. Okay. Put another line if you wish to. Erase it, fix it up, however you want, just make it work, you know. You want to check out what it looks like, you can fill it in, you know. As I say, that usually helps. But now we're looking at the eyebrows, right? So the eyebrows we can put in later if we want to, okay. But, you know, I'm just going to do this a different way. I'm going to show you something else here. What I like to do is I like to go in and do like the eyebrow in, like I might do a line, or I might do a zigzaggy type line. So let me just go here. See, I'll do a line like zigzagging out, then I'll go and join straight away like that, and then go here. You see? Something like that. I'll just put it in. Do it all in one stroke, so to speak, all in one continuous motion is what I'm saying. And that seems to work really well. Let me just show you again. So I'll do a few of these. So I'm like zigzagging in a bit, like zigzagging in a bit, like from here. Then as I get to this point, I'll come back now and do the top of the eye, and then come back again and come around and just keep working this shape. And then go in for that little bottom part here, see, then coming back, or coming down here if I want to, come in here, just keeping it in one continuous kind of shape. Okay, and then it works kind of well. Okay, just do another one quickly. So I'm going to go some bigger ones now. So I'm going to go in here, you know, here, or I might want to do it like this, and then come in here, do that, you know, come in here, boom, boom. Do you see how I have a very harsh, like zigzaggy type of eye there on the right side of the right one, which is his left eye, but going in and like using any kind of methods you can to then make the eyebrows thicker. Now with the nose, I'll just put like a little shape like this. It might be like a kind of triangle that I'm just kind of shading in, and I'll put some lines on top sometimes too, and then put the mouth in. Now I find that having a smaller mouth or a wider mouth affects the whole character too, and then the shape of the head. So for this one, I'm going to go fairly simple. What I like to do is sometimes I'll start with the hair first. Okay, I think in this case I will start with the hair first. I like to go on another layer usually below it and just do a few strands and things like that, and just work out a basic shape first anyway of how it's going to go. And then using that guide as well for these high parts, yeah, I'll just do like some zigzags or whatever. We'll just work out some little lines, you know, even a scribble can work, like a scribble just to fill it in the shape, you know, it's up to you. But just do some broken lines or whatever, just to work out the shape of the head, even just like just scribble it all in, it doesn't really matter, you know, just as long as you get a shape in there. And then start to just fill it out like proper, and bring that down so you know where the top of the head is, and you know, all that kind of stuff, and where to draw the hair basically. So I'm going to just do an ear here, kind of like under the hair, come down to in a slight angle to where the jaw is, and then start to make my way down. I'm going to make it a bit smaller, I'm not going to go all the way down, see, and then just do it like that. See, now looking at the top of the head, it does look a little bit too high up, so I'm going to move that a bit. So that's the beauty of digital, as I say. So this is a character, right? Got a bit of a chin there, whatever. And there's one way how I might do something. So I might fill it in like that, and that would be a basic design for a character, right? So to me, that looks kind of okay how I would do it, you know. So let me just bring that down to black, for example. And yeah. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete that one for a second, because it's just literally practicing. This is what this is, okay? So let's just go in and imagine, if I zoom out for a second, let's just do a few sketch practices of those, okay, of faces and stuff. So if I come here, I could go in with a different kind of look altogether. Any kind of put a couple of nostrils in there. Yeah, it just goes to show the kind of like differences you can do. So I can come here and then even make it like he's got a bigger jaw or something like that. This guy. And then even up here, like just give him like a shorter, see, different kind of hair. See, again, it's not matching up with the thing too well, so I'm just bringing that in a bit. And I could just start to design the hair on the fly. See, it's kind of like doing some broken kind of lines here, just doing some simple hair. And then of course you can like join it up later with thin lines. And yeah, how to be that, right? So I come in here. You know, any mistakes, you can obviously clean it up and stuff, or fix it up as you go along, you know. Thicken up the eyebrows or whatever, give them some big eyebrows if you want. Just totally change this character, you know. Give the guy a moustache if you wanted to, it's totally up to you, you know. Bit of a beard going on, he could be any kind of character, you know. Put a couple of glasses, lenses there. See, top of the nose, bridge there. Fix up those eyes a bit more, and then you got yourself a different character right there, you know. But it's like, it can be a lot of fun, but it can also be fuss, you know. But I like to go nice and loose like this, you know. I like to go nice and loose. And just see what you can do. Well, you know, as I say, you can really come up with all kinds of designs. Come in here, kind of like round lines, just working the basic shaping. So, see how we're doing that, and yeah. Change it up as you go. Change it up as you go, you know. Even just doing different kind of like small eyes and stuff, but I like to go with that one stroke if I can. So, something like that. Very sketchy, very loose. Again, going in with those scribbles and stuff in between to like help you in a few rough strands or whatever, and then that will help you. It's funny because I don't even want to do this kind of style here. I'm just messing around at the moment. Just I'm saying, like, yeah, come up with different things. So when push comes to shove, you can just literally just design on the fly. I like to go in as simple as possible, really. And another thing I like to do is just scribble them in, like scribble, just get a basic shape. You know, and just do something like a bit of a scribble in there, say, like that. And then I'm kind of ready to follow it. Just having that detail. That helps me see what I'm doing, basically. No, I know this isn't really great art, but I'm just like winging it, you know. And it shows, I know. But, you know. Yeah, it shows, alright. Again, I'm not really proud of that, but yeah, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just stick on the same colour that I had and just scribble sketch into the same thing. I'm on another layer, but like, you know, and just work it out. Simple triangle type shapes. These like sideways V's almost, or squaring them off. You know, I might put that down a bit, fair enough. You know. Understanding the lines too, like, is it going to be like that? So I'm saying, is it like that? Eyebrows wise. I like to do these broken kind of lines like this. But there are a lot of fuss to join up, I find. Let me go over to this one for a second. Just going with a similar method now, just doing like one continuous line. Doubled up the lines there for the eyebrows. To about here. It's very hard, or for me it is, to get full consistency too in the characters. So from different angles, when you're drawing the face, you want it to look like the same character, and it's like it just don't look like the same character, you know. I'm doing these really rough, as I say, for the moment, just trying to get some practice. Go simply round like that, or square them off a bit, then put a line like that. Line, line, line. And that's kind of okay. I find myself like exhausting myself when I'm doing like these faces, like, you know, it's crazy. Just trying to make it all work, you know. You can do like simple eyes as well, like that. More realistic, you know. Kind of thing. Like, yeah. So the way I do that is I go in with like zigzagging sort of eyes, like see like this, little small ones. And I think, to be honest, they do work really well. So, and it does work. You know. Sometimes I don't even do the pupils straight away. I just do a really simple design. I might fit them in like that. I might do a simple line for the face, and then also like just coming in here and making it like more of a narrow face if I want to make it more narrow. You see, or more wide. I'm just using the thing as a basic guide, you see. Notice how I'm squaring that off kind of thing too, the hair there. You might want to go there. Just keep it really simple. Give him a bigger jaw or something like that. Bigger mouth. Or just like that. Come more round. Different features and stuff, you know. Can make him a bit of an older guy maybe here. A bit older after, I don't know. Just start going a bit overkill, I think, with the lines there. Make him a big older guy. You know. And yeah, this could be here. Be like bald, you know. You know, hoodie, hoodie jacket or whatever. You know, you got your character coming in. Something like that. If it's not working, just fix it up, like. something like that. Yeah, just playing around. So what I'm learning is I think that a lot of the stuff's similar with the eyes really. Just some straight lines now. Wider jaw. The eyebrows higher up. Make it a bit thicker there around the top. That's the top of the head about here, see? Some broken lines. Really weird looking guy. Squared off chin, just random, just making it up, you know. All that. Totally like random faces, you know. Again, going with the pupil first this time, cutting it at the top there, and then just filling some lines around it. Shade as I go, even a bit of like shine in there, or just make it like simple. Shadow underneath. Bit of texture on the top there. Not all that good. Sometimes you look away and you look back and things look worse or better. In my case, it's usually worse. But yeah, so we got something like that. Really thin line here. I'm using a really thin pen. Man, this guy's got big ears. Just random faces. I think you got like the thick lines and then the thin lines complementing them, vice versa. So it's like coming in here. Obviously, the sense is the important bit. The eye itself, right? The pupil and all that. But it's like I'll go here and I'll just like work some shapes around it, like sometimes like that too, and start to erase if necessary as well, and to show more actual shape of it. See, and then this kind of works. But is it me, or does it look like really shit? Then it looks like here's the part here, right? It looks kind of like they're all very angry looking. You don't necessarily want them angry. In every shot, right? So you've got to think about that as well, you know, of where, like, how you're going to design these characters. Like, you can very easily just go like that and go, just do some, you know, really simple designs first and foremost, like work out with it, literally put 2 circles in there, and then from there just get a design going, and then work with that, and then go. So just by using that, it actually helps you to do an actual character design. So I'm working the top of the head here with this line, working that around, and then putting the strands around it to kind of work it out. So and then like adjusting as need be. You know. So that works as well. You know, keeping that in mind. Yeah, so going in, what time is it on the clock? Hold on. Okay. So I say I like to do these side ones as well. Again, you can see though how he's got this very angry kind of looking face, like he's always in combat mode, and you don't really want to have him always in combat mode. You know what I mean? You might want to have him in a different emotion. So I'm trying to fix this to match what I got there the best I can. The ear I've had to adjust and stuff like that. Okay. Well, the ear, that is what it is. The ear, not stuff like that. You know, and again, you can erase things and like change things up you know, if you're not too happy with it. Yeah, if you're just going for a kind of sketchy style, it doesn't really matter anyway. Just doing a quick picture, nothing major. You get the idea, okay? So. Yep. So I like to just go in really and just like scribble, sketch in a bit of a face first like this if I can. Just work out what it's going to be like, really rough, you know, and then be ready. So going in here, see, and that's a good starting point. See? Not seeing so much of the top of the head from this perspective angle, don't forget. So ultimately, I'm just going to delete these for a second now. I'm not going to use all of these. But the thing is like using a guide. So using a guide. So what I might do is just go in for a guide and just literally start to do, you know, the whole thing like in one go, you see. Just working it like, just, see what I'm saying? And now we're ready, see? You do a few of these and you kind of get used to doing them. Mouth there, the eyes there. And even though it's a scribble with not even much expression on or anything like that, you know, you can work out what's what. This goes to the back there, the ear there. And ultimately, that's what we're going for anyway, right? So put a bit of scribble in. We're trying to go for a scribble where we can go really fast and just work it out. And when you get better, you'll be able to do like various emotions on the fly. You see what I mean? Yeah. I find I like to just like really stay in the scribble though, stay in here and really work out the shape, you know, first. So I'll be here and I know now. So even if you do like a sketch and then another sketch, like a scribble, both of them are like not the real thing, you know. Excuse me. Come in here, so now come in here. I'm just gradually working out this character, and then just work him out. You know. Being more slow and controlled now with my motions. added a few lines there for the top of the eyelids. You have to get the eyelids in the right alignment, otherwise the guy's going to look cross-eyed. I'm not even like worrying about exactly every strand, just doing it like that, you know. I don't know. Just giving him a bit of a something or other there. I like to use this lasso tool thing. There's a lot of it's got a lot of potential. You can also go and do things like this, like kind of filling out the shape, you know, as well. Like I might do the head, put a bit of the hair around there, so now we've got something to work with as well. Kind of feels more, it gives you more confidence when you've got a few guidelines and also a bit of that colour, that solidity, because you're like, oh, the character's there, I can feel that, the head almost I'm working with, so I know I'm going outside the lines a bit, but at least it feels like I'm drawing around the shape a bit more, you see. You can of course do other things too, like I could come in and work like the shape of what that's going to be like, you know, like oh, hold on. You know what I mean? Like just do like fill it out piece by piece like that. That might work. So as well, pretty good. I'll say pretty good. You know, not too bad. Merge them down, bring that down. So now that's a pretty good way to work the shapes. Let's be honest. And then going in and like working that out, you know. And then coming in here. Not only that, but it also gives you a bit of a look into what the character might actually look like as well when they're done. So, I mean, for this, I'd rather go more like, yeah, shadowy, like small eye. I like to keep the eyes like very realistic now, and keep the thing a bit sketchy. Sim. get the idea, right? Okay, whatever. I think we've had some fun. It was a simple little practice session. I'm going to be designing some characters anyway. Okay, so as I say, excuse me for 1 second. Where's that pen? In the darkness of this room. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's check that out. Okay, so from here. So what I would usually do is like do these shapes, right, like this, you know. Boom, is the front, is the front, is the ear, another one here, right, and that's like enough. But what it is I do these mask things on top, see, like that. So the ear's about here, and then it goes in and just it goes into one thing, and I start to do that whole process. You see, lines. I might just go with the line straight away. I might go in. Boom, boom, boom. It's just all part of the whole thing. Ear about there. Nose about there. Mouth. It doesn't matter. It's not the actual picture. It's just a basic triangle there for the nose. You know, it's just a basic design. That's all it is. Also, line down the middle. Top of the mask represents where the hair line's going to start, you know, coming back up again. You might want to literally follow the lines, like going back like that, or forward, or do a few things, you know, give it like the back of the chin here, going back in this line, so to the back of the head. Just put some shapes in. The line here, boom, boom, boom. Whatever, put a few shapes in. Here, boom, 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 the ears, see, and then like put those basic shapes in where the eyes would be. Put another one for the eyebrow if you want. Yeah, and then just work it. And that is definitely a good way of doing it. So zooming in and going here, and then just going and doing the whole thing. So excuse me, kind of done it on the wrong angle, I must say, but it's alright. The idea really is to go fast. So your best idea would be to like not even be having to do so many of these guidelines, just being able to draw them off the bat, you know. That's the ultimate thing. You know. So still following that guide. So I'm trying to go with the same design of the characters, I say, it's like more or less the same, you know. I find a lot of anime faces do look the same anyway, more not the same always, I mean like similar, you know, it's a certain look, but it's like you just adjust things kind of as you can, as you see fit. You know. Oh, that's a bit way too thin, that line was. I'm just doing a basic thing here. The best thing you could do is really just do the picture and then draw properly on top of that. So let's see where we're at. Okay, so now going with that same design. That's the best we can. I've done the pupils are really big there, I must say, but whatever. Now, how that's the same person, I really don't know. It just goes like that sometimes. Yeah, this one's a bit like wrong, to say the least. It's an awkward angle anyway, but you know. Do something like that, maybe fix it up a bit. Yeah, you know. Digital. The power of digital again, so. But 3 different people, right? More or less. So let's imagine we was doing a character from now, like, let's come in here, boom, okay, punch in another one, okay, pow, okay, boom, boom, get a bit of a face expression on there as well, boom, 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 boom. Punching him, you could do something like that. And then work it, draw it in, you know. In fact, I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to just work on the faces for a moment. I've got other videos on my channel you'll see about drawing whole bodies in, like fighting positions and stuff. You know. I'm going to stop this one here and say thanks for watching. Peace.